in Indonesia, I'm employed by a local PT. And this local PT is going to create and to be a majority shareholder of a new PT. I am employed by the first PT. I have a work permit under the name of this company. I am authorized to work for the new PT created, or I need another work permit.
What is your position?
Director, but yeah, not director, director.
Director, so your name is in the notary deed
Yes.
as a director?
Yes.
Okay. In Indonesia, if you are director, you can work more than one company. You can work in 5, 10, 100 companies as a director can. So more than one you can be 2 or 3 or 4. But you must have work permit following that the company that hire you. So if you are working as a director also in the other company, then you must have 2 work permit.
But if my name is not in the
If
deed
your name is not in the deed
of the second company,
company, you cannot work in that.
even though this second company majority holder is the first PT.
Yes, but this is different entity.
Yeah.
So different entity, and this company is has a share in this company, but your work permit is sponsored by this company, and your work permit is only allowed to work in this company.
Okay.
I give you something. This is very expensive thing. Okay, so you can sometimes go to this, but not every day, sometimes.
Okay.
Okay, but you must have a contract. You must have this company that you work for, A to B, you must have a contract. I say this A, you say I send this to this company, but only for, let's say, 2 or 3 days or whatever, cannot 1 year.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 or 3 days per month.
Yeah, you make like that 2 or 3 days per month. So, but you hired by company A, not company B.
Correct.
So you just send to this assignment by A company. So
Okay.
this A and B must have some contract.
Okay.
Yeah. But you must remember too, is this company in the same location that your work permit or not?
Yes.
Okay, same location, and there is mentioned in your work permit that you can do it. At least if some immigration or whatever comes, we can fight with that.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you.
Anything else?
No.
So we heard a question.
Okay.
Hi, thank you so much for the presentation. I'm recently married with an Indonesian woman. Thank you. And I would like to know, I have an AI consulting and speaker business in France, in Paris, and I want to have a KITAS here to do the same here. What's the best thing for me? Thank you.
So you have a company in France, right? Do you want to open that company here?
I want to work with companies here. Yeah.
The question is the activity that you want to do here. So the activity of the business, there is 2 kind of representative office or a new entity, new company. If you open the representative office here, you can, with the same name of your company from the France. But here you can only do the marketing. You cannot send invoice. You cannot do that from the rep office. So, but if you open a new company, then you can do everything. But this is totally different. But your company there can be the shareholder of your new company in Indonesia. But also you can make a new company, new shareholder, or etc. So you study about what you need here. If you want to open a company, there is a 10 billion that you must put paying capital here. And then if you want to open the company under your wife, also can, because PT local, then owned by your wife. I think that's much more simple because you have Indonesian wife. And then you pay the work permit. But the KITAS sponsored by the wife. So you have a stay permit sponsored by the wife. You can work permit actually sponsored by your wife too. If you open the PT local, a shareholder is your wife. So, but minimum two. So wife can have 99.9% and 0.1% you can give to the driver, friend or whatever. And then go to Maria to move that notary.
Thank you.
So we have two questions. One for you
Yeah, sure.
concerning the fingerprints.
Yeah.
Because already was making you worry. So a notary told us the passport was enough and not fingerprints needed.
So fingerprint is needed when you sign a notary deed. Let's say you set up a company, so you have to go to notary to sign the deeds, right? The
Yes.
minutes of deeds. And also we require your thumbprint as a additional proof of presence.
Okay.
Only that part. It's only to keep in a notary filing. It's not going anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the second one was about KPLI concerning the education sector. Is it necessary to have a local partner for this kind of KPLI, or is it okay to set up a company with this KPLI concerning education sector?
I think education sector you can have 100% foreigner over 100% foreigner. If you have a local partner also okay.
It's okay, but we can 100% foreigners is okay.
Yes, that's
Okay.
okay.
Merci.
I have a question, more pertaining to employment. Can PETES employ, just to clarify, can PETES employ foreigners who were not put in the lead of the company, just hired to work for them, but in a senior position like director or head of XYZ position or department, can that be possible?
Yes, of course. Can director, commissioner, manager, what kind of manager, it's also okay.
Without any additional investment of 10 billion rupiah?
No, without that. But the PT local, that local PT must have a minimum 1 billion in the notary deed, 1 billion the paid capital.
And so we can use our own private staff and use the work permit from the company, right?
Yes, you can. So if you wanna, so first you must think and you must think your goal. So if you wanna have a kitab under this company, then you must put yourself as a president director in that
This
company.
is private staff, like from our family, for example.
Or from family.
In my case, my father.
Your father is Indonesian?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Okay, that's okay. You can have a kitab sponsored by your father, that's okay. And then you have a work permit sponsored by the PT, local PT, who hire you. Whatever the position, but the position, the Ministry of Manpower also have the list of the position. So you cannot just choose. But usually we choose the nearest activity that you want to do. We will give the list. This is the possible position that you can take, following the company documents and everything. This one, and you choose which one that really match to your activity or job.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Anything else? Then I will do that. Sorry, tangan kiri. All right, so I will ask the question based on what was asked on the group WhatsApp. One is how to get a KTP and Kartu Keluarga.
That's your question,
As a
babe.
foreigner. Yeah, that's my question.
You already have one. Come on.
Let me explain to you how it happened actually. We didn't know.
Supposed to say it, Maya.
Yeah.
The secret.
We actually didn't know that it was actually in motion. So when we arrived at the Chat Civil, right,
Yeah, civil registry.
in the civil registry in Bogor, to show that I already have my kitas. And so
Kitab.
My kitab. Yes, thank you. And then she comes back with, oh, you have to take picture. Well, really? Okay, picture for what? For your KTP. Really? So it happens. And then I receive also the Kartu Keluarga. But I have no idea how it happened. So how did this happen?
It just happens.
Yeah.
I cannot explain that. So the civil registry have
By the way, I've
improvement.
been here 24 years. And I just got I had it, what, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
About 3 years ago. So after 21 years, I got it. So that's.
You're legal now. 21 years.
So, okay, I will answer this question. So like this, you are foreigner. So when you have a kita, so foreigner, you must attach with different institution here, immigration, okay, Ministry of Manpower if you have work permit, and then also civil registry office. So 3 kind of institution for now. Yeah, okay.
For
So
now.
if you have a kitas, then you must have SKTP, surat keterangan tempat tinggal. So SKTP is for 1 year. Then you process this kind of letter in ministry civil registry office. So it's a must. Sometimes the consultant or the agent or whatever you call, they don't care about that. They just say that okay, you have kitas, that's it. What you must have the SKTP, that's mandatory. And then second, if you have a kita, then you must have the KTP and kartu keluarga. Kartu keluarga is family registry for foreigner. This is not KTP for Indonesian. This is KTP for foreigner, but you must have because you are resident. Because KTP is kartu tanda penduduk. If you have a kita, you are resident in Indonesia. So his case, he has kita sponsored by the wife. Then he must have a KTP. After you have a kitab, you go to civil registry office, and then you apply for KTP. Apply for KTP and then for kartu keluarga. So when you apply, then they will require photo and fingerprints, and also the how do you call this? Iris, yeah, iris.
Really?
Yes,
It's
iris.
new.
Yes, it is not new.
Like a minority report.
5 years ago, 3, 4 years ago. But the problem with you guys, sometimes your iris cannot read by that
The
tool.
machine.
Oh, no blue eyes then.
Yeah, maybe. Sometimes this happens. So I have one client that until now, it's been 2 years, cannot do that because he is Australian. He really cannot read that iris. So they cannot do nothing. So he cannot get a KTP until now because now it is all electronic. So that's a problem for you guys. So but you must have that. If sometimes your address where you live, your domicile, it's a different with your wife's KTP address. That's correct, right? So
Yes.
that's always a problem there. You can have that, no problem. So wife have their own kartu keluarga, and then you have your own kartu keluarga. So different because your kartu keluarga and your kitab must follow your current address, not follow the wife KTP address. Maybe the wife KTP is in her mother address or whatever. Then you must change that. You must have the kartu keluarga different with your wife, which is okay. Don't worry about it.
Good luck if you have 2 wives.
You can say or not. You and Maria, you can say kartu keluarga or not?
No, different, separate.
So
The same address.
is here.
In Bogor, still the same.
Same address in Bogor.
Why you have separate kartu keluarga?
Me and him separate.
Why you
It's
have
a-
separate if you
it's a secret.
live in same address?
No, they make his own and then my
No,
own.
So you must ask them.
You know, like seriously, I didn't ask questions.
Now
I'm
I
happy
give
with
you.
it.
Ada udang di balik batu.
Yeah, but if you live in same address, then you must ask to be together in that kartu keluarga. It's more nice, you know. You
Yeah,
husband
I
and
agree.
wife live in same house, then you have
Setuju.
one KTP, but you are not the head of the family.
No,
The
I
head
am.
of the family is the wife.
Yes.
Yes.
So you have to accept that. Why?
Yes.
Because
My power.
you are the
Yes, boo.
Indonesian, we are the head of that. Indonesia must be the head of the family.
So be careful, guys. You're screwed.
Yeah. That's why you want to be separate. If you have your own, then you are the kepala keluarga.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, kepala with nobody.
Yeah.
All right. The next question.
Oh, sure.
Regarding KTP, let's say we move addresses, but not far, like in the same tower but different. Do we still change the KTP?
Yes, you have to change
Just do it.
everything. That guys, because when the immigration comes, you will get screwed.
they will find ways to put you, you know, put you in trouble.
Apartment is a different unit.
But different house, different number,
Different door.
different unit. So yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Or
Yeah.
you change
That's
your
Indonesia.
we call it mutasi kita. Mutasi kita. No modification. Now you do by online. And then do that.
But customer you have to go to the office, right?
It's online.
KTP ya, you must go to
As
office.
far as I know, it's free also to change.
Yeah, it's good.
It is free until you.
That
The
is,
problem of fix the hassle of going there and lining up. Sometimes the machine is down. Come back tomorrow. Then I
That's
WhatsApp
the
them.
challenge.
Yeah, you WhatsApp, they're very good.
They don't reply.
No, these times.
6 months they haven't replied. You know, 6 months they're there. So that's why.
Okay, come on, come there. They respect the country. Okay.
He's been here for 30 years.
30 years?
alright. For as a foreigner, we always have the problem of having a multiple entry, right? At which part that you can have permanent multiple entry for foreigners?
Multiple entry, okay. So, in here I introduce myself as a founder in my company. So I also the head of the organization, mixed marriage organization for all over Indonesia and abroad. Because by this organization we can do the advocacy to the government. If I'm talking as a business person, they will not see me because I get the benefit, I get the cuan or the money from that. If I do as in organization volunteer, like here, this we name it HAKAN, Harapan Keluarga Antar Negara. So we advocate to the government, say that why you make this multiple re-entry permit every 2 years for kita. And then many of us always forget to extend. You know, and then when we want to go out, then in the airport, we cannot go out because your mark is already expired. This happened even to my husband, to me. Can you imagine that? So in the airport, like, what the fuck? Your mark is finished, like expired. We cannot go out. And then we tell the government, please make it 5 years. And then we will pay 5 years, and then we don't think about that because you will forget. You get kita 5 years, and then every 2 years you must extend. 2 years, 2 years, 1 year. Last year they give that the new regulation. So lucky you if you apply kita now you get 5 years immediately. And then when you extend the kita with the unlimited, then the mark will be unlimited too. So this is okay now. So you can get the unlimited if you apply for unlimited. But this is for the new applicant. If you, let's say now you apply from KITAS to ITAR, then you will get straight away 5 years. But if you are in the middle, then you cannot get that. So let's say 5 years, you already passed 2 years, and then you wanna extend, they will give you only 2 years, meaning 2, and then the next 2 years, you must extend again 1 year.
But when we renew the next time,
When you renew the kita, then you will get unlimited.
5 years directly.
Only for the need for the regulation now, yeah, maybe the government changed, I don't know, but now for unlimited. So you will not pay more anymore. So yeah, but the price is quite pricey.
So one-time fee, right?
One-time fee, 8 million for the MERP for unlimited MERP, 8 million. Yeah. Plus your unlimited, so total is 23 million.
Unlimited wash.
Unlimited kitab.
Oh, kita. But that every 5 years it renews, right?
No, when you get the unlimited kitab, it's not, you just report. So no more government fees, no more government work.
It's worth it.
You just come. Yeah, it's worth it if you must, if you want to be free, you must study and you must prepare your mentality to do by yourself. So if you
And there's also benefits also from that is that let's say you divorce or whenever something happened or your wife died or your spouse died, when you have that permit, you can still sponsor yourself. In a way, it's like you don't need a sponsor anymore to stay in the country. Am I correct?
Yeah, this is also coming with our push. We push the government. Please, we have this problem. Why? Because before, if you were married 10 years, and then you get divorced or wife pass away or husband pass away, then you can still have a kita, but you must find somebody else to sponsor you. Not wife, no, I can meet girlfriend or whatever, new girlfriend or whatever. But then we say, why we want, because they already came 10 years, why must find another person? And then the government allow, okay, then we revoke that. So now you are okay, but keep it until 10 years if you want to have something with your spouse. Keep it until 10 years, your kita will be safe.
With the same wife again.
No, if you get divorced or whatever, then 10 years you just say if you get divorced, but like what they say, keep until 10 years. 9 years or 8 years old until 10 years, your kita, and then you get divorced, then you go to immigration report. We get divorced already, but we've been married 10 years, and then okay. Then the sponsor will come to yourself, so you don't need anybody else to keep your kita.
This is a new regulation.
New regulation just come last year, and this is very.
It's always changing.
It's always changing, but it's very good, news for you.
Yes, the changes are actually positive for us.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. Next question I have is, I am about to renew my KITAS investor. I have a PMA, and I've been asking to have at least one local employee. Is it a real rule? Is it just because it looks nicer? I asked another agent who didn't ask me for anything, and basically the person is quite confused because we have two different stories. I don't have any employee for now because we just started the company, land with villa in process of construction and rattan business. So it's a villa thing which is not supposed to be allowed anymore. Am I right?
Yes.
So they are already in big doo-doo. Of course, later we will have some employees, but I would prefer to have time to choose them instead of incorporating my helper or anyone else just for the paper.
So actually there is not mentioned that you're in PMA, you must have one employee, two employee, three employee. There is none of the regulation mentioned about that. But in logic, you put 10 billion, right? You make a company. Why you cannot employ one Indonesian? So what is the benefit of this country, of our people, guys, if you cannot even pay for one employee? So think about that. Huh? So think about that. So this government also think, why do you come here, you want to make film, but you don't want to pay one person to help you, something like that, right? So come with logic like that. So it is only like how much? 200 euros, 250 euros, 4.5 million is like a minimum wage here, or 5 million in Jakarta. So, okay, we cannot say this is only for nice paper, but yeah, again, you can make some trick that, okay, I have a maid that we can put her KTP, you can do like that too, as the HR manager to sign the paper, also you can do that. I mean, you can sign just like that, but I just want to tell you, please guys, if you want to make it like this, at least we have one assistant, you pay minimum wages, that will be okay, and help one Indonesian or whatever.
Yeah, it will also help you having people like you in the neighborhood. If they see you don't hire any any locals, it would be an issue. Yeah, especially in Bali, by the way. I've been in Bali enough long for knowing that.
Sure.
So if you want to be accepted by the neighbors, hire locals. FYI. All right, thank you. Next, over the years and laws, I heard many different interpretation and advices on how to set up a PMA properly. Number of dollars to bring into the okay, that's gonna have to be outside of the I think it has to be outside, right? It cannot be online. It have to be answered somewhere else.
What is that? Outside?
About how much money you can put.
How much money you can put?
Different interpretation advice on how to set up a PMA properly, the number of dollars to bring or not to bring, number of employees already suggested in earlier questions is a different by province. I would love to hear the perspective of the upcoming speakers and on that topic. Okay. Bonus point, what can or can't be done as a representative office, and when is it best recommended to start with this perform PMA? That seems to be two questions.
Yeah.
So about how much money to bring in or not? number of employees.
To set up the company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Off.